Thanks for info on spices manufacturing business in Africa. I am in Uganda researching on spices manufacturing with intentions to set up locally here. Are clear jars okay? Been seeing mostly opaque ones in my market here. Thanks. And we also have I want to learn and do spices business. Hello, Africa. Hello, my people. How are you all doing? As you can see, this is a comment from one of you, one of my subscribers. This one is Sebastian Ondongwao Court, something like that. And then we have NG Queen, I'm sure from Nigeria. And this one should be from Uganda. So they dropped a comment asking me they want to get into the spices manufacturing business, and this was to the video 5 tips how to set up spices processing business in Africa in 2021. So they actually watched the videos a few days back and they said they want to know more about this business, and this is what I'll be doing in this video today. I'll be talking about how to start and succeed in spices manufacturing business in Africa. And as I usually say, guys, if you watch my videos, make sure you drop me your comments, ask me your questions, because I will do a video in response to your question, and in turn it's going to be a video for the whole community. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, make sure you click on the like button right now, like this video, subscribe to this channel, guys. A lot of you watch me without subscribing. I don't know why. Is your hand heavy to click on the subscribe button? Smash that subscribe button right now, guys, so that you join the community. Thank you so much for doing that. So let's go straight to the video, okay? The first step is to identify high demand spices and conduct market research. That's the first step, right? Like for any other business as well, if you want to do any business, you need to do some kind of market research. Now, very popular spices include ginger powder, garlic, you have black pepper, white pepper, turmeric, chili pepper, curry powder, mixed seasoning blends, nutmeg, cinnamon, okay? So you need to actually like research very well to see what does very well in your market, like which spices is really like consumed most often in your market or in your country where you are, so that you know exactly where to get started. And what you should do in market research is you should try to find out what is the demand. Okay, what are people demanding? Like, what is the market share? How much quantity do people really need? Try to do some kind of research to know what is the demand in the market. And then of course you want to also do competitor pricing. So before you get started, there will be people who are already in this business, and you want to compare their prices to see how much you're going to set for your spices as well. And then you have to also research on packaging sizes preferred by customer. If some customers, or there's a market that is already used to maybe sachet, that's what you're going to go with. And then you also have to look at the distribution channels, like if you start your spices business, how you are going to distribute. So do a research on this and get as much information as possible. And then look at import substitution opportunities, like what are the spices that are being imported into your country most. So you want to start producing spices that will substitute this import. So you need to focus on products that are currently imported that can be produced locally at lower cost. Okay, that was the first point. Now, second point is secure raw material supply. As you can see, it's very important. You don't want to start a spices business now and tomorrow you are out of business. So you have to make sure that you secure contract with farmers, like local farmers, farmer cooperatives. You want to get in some kind of negotiation and deals with farmer cooperatives, wholesale agricultural markets, and importation if necessary. Okay, so do this in your country. Make sure that you secure your raw material supply so that you can start a sustainable spices business. Okay, guys, as you know, I'm called Rufo Chifu, and I'm the managing director for TRUEWORKS Consulting. We actually can help you with business advisory. We can also help you with your accounting and tax services, and we can train you on digital solutions, guys. So contact us today, and let's put you through any business that you want to start in Africa or in Cameroon as well. So important considerations, things that you need to consider is that you need to look at quality standards, consistent supply throughout the year, moisture content, and storage conditions. Okay. Now, number three is you need to set up a small processing facility. So you have to start with a modest processing unit and scale gradually. That start small and then you go up. Some of the equipments that you may need are washing equipment, drying machines or solar dryers, grinding machines, sieving machines, mixing machines, packaging machines, and weighing scales. Okay, these machines can be cheaply gotten from China. And as I said already, you can contact us. We're going to put you through the plug that can import from China for you, no matter the country you are in Africa. This my China plug can actually bring in these machines for you. So you can contact us and I will put you through. Okay. So you can buy these machines, smaller ones. You get started as you get to understand the business. You then scale, like you then go to a bigger production unit. Okay, now product process, the process, like the production process, is cleaning, drying. Of course, when you buy the material, when you buy the spices from the market, there will probably be some kind of soil attached to it and stuff like that. So you need to wash them and clean them. And then the next step will be you have to dry them, because you want to package them, right? So you have to dry them, grind, sieve to remove maybe unwanted particles, and then for you also mix. If you have blended spices where you mix different spices in one, and then the next stage will be packaging and then storage and of course sales. Okay. So number four, we are talking about this is food, so you probably need to obtain some certification from your government. So you have to obtain certification so that you can build a strong brand. Okay, certificates may include food safety certifications, business registration, and quality control approvals. In Cameroon, you have ANOR, like Standards and Quality Agency, and the Ministry of Public Health that you probably have to go and obtain some kind of certification so you can start your brand and make your brand strong as well, so that people can believe and start buying your spices. It's different from other countries, so you need to check this out and ensure that you are certified. And brand essentials includes attractive packaging. You want to get a very good packaging, clear labels, ingredient information, that's very important, manufacturing and expiry date, and then you have a company logo on your brand, on your packaging. So that makes people to have more trust in your brand, and they might want to buy from you as much as possible. Number five, we can talk about develop a strong distribution and marketing channel. Like if you've done your packaging and everything is good looking, you now need to develop a strong distribution and marketing channel. Like you can go through supermarkets, through grocery stores, restaurants, hotels, caterers, food manufacturers, and online consumers. So you need to start exploring each of these distribution channels to sell your product or your spices. Okay, and marketing strategies may be social media advertisement. This is one of the cheapest marketing strategies that you might have. Product sampling, people sample your products and they start talking about it. And then partnerships with restaurants, influencer marketing, and trade fairs and exhibitions. So you want to explore all these marketing strategies, and then you just start selling your spices in the market that you are. So why spices manufacturing is attractive in Africa? Because number one, growing food industry. The demand for processed food and seasoning continues to increase across Africa. And then it's high value addition. Like by the time you transform, like you take a ginger and then you crush it to dried ginger that can stay longer, that's like adding high value to it, and you can make a lot of money. And then spices business in Africa has a lot of export potential. Like you can start and then very soon you are exporting to other European and American countries out of the continent. Okay, so guys, as I said again, my name is Ruvo Chifu, and I'm the managing director for TRUEWORKS Consulting. We do help people to get started with business registration, startup support, bookkeeping, financial reporting, and of course we do trainings as well. So contact the numbers on the screen. Let's get you started. So guys, that was the end of my video for today. If you're new here, please make sure you click on the subscribe button. Join the family by subscribing to the channel. And as I said, this was a response to subscribers like you who dropped me a comment. So if you watch my videos, make sure you click and drop me a comment, guys. I'll do a video in response to your comments. I'll answer any questions that you ask me as much as possible. So thank you so much for watching, and don't go anywhere. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.